good condensation and bad condensation. I'm Danny Lipford with tips for today's homeowner. Stay tuned. After the break, we'll look at some solutions for the negative side of sweating right after this.
Are you hooked on home improvement? Then take our easy-to-understand practical advice with you wherever you go by downloading the Today's Homeowner podcast. With a fresh new episode every week, you'll always have access to the latest tips, tricks, and answers to your home improvement questions. It's like having Danny Lipford and his crew right there with you while you work. Subscribe to the Today's Homeowner podcast today through your favorite podcast app or visit todayshomeowner.com/podcast to learn more.
One of the best energy-efficient features a home can have is to have insulated windows. They help keep the temperature indoors comfortable, but it's not uncommon to see these windows sweating during temperature extremes. If condensation forms on the outside of a window, that's good. It means the window is doing its job. But if condensation is inside, that's a problem. To help combat this moisture, seal any gaps and cracks surrounding the insulated window unit using a good quality acrylic latex caulk. Be sure to use ventilation fans in bathrooms and kitchens anytime you bathe or cook to remove excess moisture from those rooms. And if needed, use a dehumidifier to lower indoor humidity. The ideal range you want inside your house is between 35 and 50%. I'm Danny Lipford with tips for today's homeowner.
I'm Peter Greenberg, and this is today's Eye on Travel Minute. With gas prices rising, already 50% higher than they were a year ago, we're seeing a national average of nearly $4 per gallon. But does it make a difference in price as to what day of the week you choose to fill up? It turns out that it does. Monday seems to be the best day to fill the tank. That's a surprise. The other surprise for lower gas prices? Friday. It's the middle of the week you got to watch out for. Much more expensive to fuel up. And in 28 states, Thursday is the day with the highest fuel prices. For more information, visit petergreenberg.com. I'm Peter Greenberg, and this is today's Eye on Travel Minute.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more. libertymutual.com.
A wind chill advisory continues until noon tomorrow. Mainly cloudy skies tonight with lows around 1 below. North winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Highs level off around 19 tomorrow. Sunny skies and calm. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow night. Chance for snow. Lows around 5 above. Highs level off around 22 Thursday with a chance of snow. 27 mainly clear skies and quiet Friday. About an inch of snow Thursday through Thursday night. I'm weatherology meteorologist Laura Lockwood on KMA. Right now it's 9 above.
Thanks for joining us tonight on KMA 960 Shenandoah for this high school postseason basketball matchup along the Agrivision Equipment Tournament Trail. Now for tonight's play-by-play.
Thanks, Ryan, and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Derek Martin here with you alongside TJ Young. It's a Class 1A district championship game. The St. Albert boys 11-11 against East Mills 18-5. They're calling it Dale Scott night here. Dale Scott, the former St. Albert head coach, now principal there at East Mills. And so St. Albert, East Mills, winner of this one advances on to a sub-state championship. Likely awaiting them will be the top-rated team in the state, Grandview Christian. They've got a matchup themselves tonight, but they are heavily favored to be there. These two teams, again, 18-5, East Mills, St. Albert 11-11. Of course, St. Albert out of the Hawkeye 10 Conference, and records be danged when it comes to St. Albert in the postseason. They're always making a run, TJ.
Yeah, going into the Hawkeye 10, the gauntlet of the Hawkeye 10, so that 11-11 isn't a fair assessment of what St. Albert's can put on the floor in Class 1A. But then on the flip side, you don't want to do disservice to the 18-5. East Mills deserves to be here just like St. Albert. It should be a fun one tonight.
No doubt about it. And St. Albert, this is a team that they have lost a couple of starters along the way. DJ Weilage has not played late in the season. Also, the Gass, I almost called him Jared Gass, Alex Gass, Jared's brother Alex. He is out with a severely sprained ankle, and so that maybe lends itself to a potential East Mills. They might be have the ability to pull it off here tonight, and they are getting healthy too. They've got Jared Jentz. This will be just his 7th game back. He had a little cleanup in his knee throughout the year. He's a big-time player for them, has a great career for them, and certainly they're getting healthy. St. Albert's going the other way. Sometimes it's just a battle of attrition at this point in the season.
Yeah, you know, when you get this late in the season, you got those nagging injuries, and like you said, East Mills getting healthy. St. Albert getting that injury bug a little bit, and hopefully it's just a good competitive basketball game, for 4 quarters.
Yeah, that's what we root for. We just want good, competitive basketball games. Stay tuned. We've got starting lineups coming up here on KMA 960.
It takes a special oil to keep engines running in off-road conditions, and that special oil is John Deere's Plus 52 engine oil from AgriVision Equipment. It works for tractors, utility vehicles, trucks, and more, and it's 10% off all this month. Plus, while you're stocking up, make sure to ask about John Deere anti-allergen filters with 3 active layers to prevent allergens, mold, and bacteria. Also on sale this month for 15% off. Oil and filters from AgriVision Equipment and AgriVisionEquipment.com. Offer ends February 28, 2022.
Welcome back on KMA 960 Shenandoah, the KMA Land AgriVision Equipment Group Tournament Trail. Derek Martin alongside TJ Young again for this 1A District Championship from Clarinda, East Mills, and St. Albert. We'll start with the visiting team, the St. Albert Falcons, coached by Larry Peterson. Colin Lilly, a 6-foot junior. He can really score it when he is on. 6-foot senior Carter White, 6-foot senior Dan McGrath, 5'11" senior Chase Morton, and 6'1" sophomore Jackson Lennon. So nobody taller than 6'1", nobody shorter than 5'11". It's just an athletic group out there. I'm sure they're going to try to turn it into a St. Albert type game, a full court game. They get up and down and use their athleticism and their quickness. East Mills, again, 18-5. Kevin Schaefer, the head coach. He's been there for, well, since East Mills began. Zach Thornburg, a 5'9" sophomore, 5'6" junior Davis McGrew, 6'2" junior Peyton Embry, 6-foot junior Mason Krause, and 6'4" junior Braden West. A lot of juniors in that lineup, but this is their time. They want to take a chance and get into that sub-state championship. Only one senior reserve on that East Mills roster. Once again, Thornburg, McGrew, Embry, Krause, and West for East Mills. For St. Albert, it is Lilly, White, McGrath, Morton, and Lennon. Stay tuned. National Anthem time on KMA 960.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Clarinda High School with today's District 14 final, featuring the St. Albert Falcons and the East Mills Wolverines. East Mills record is 18-5, St. Albert 11-11. East Mills will be designated the home team and St. Albert the visiting team. Before today's game, we would like to remind all spectators and participants that conduct counts at Iowa High School athletic events. 3 things will happen tonight. Coaches will make tough decisions. Players will not be perfect. Officials may deal with controversy. When these situations occur, we trust the coaches and officials. Thank you for your support. At this time, please welcome your game officials. Shane Burmeister, Mark Paulson, and Terry Weisenberg. Now I will introduce the starting lineups for the visiting team, the St. Albert Falcons. A junior, number 1, Colin Lilly. Senior, number 12, Carter White. Senior, number 14, Dan McGrath. Senior, number 15, Chase Morton. And senior number 33, Jackson Lennon. The Falcons are coached by head coach Larry Peterson and assisted by Kevin White, Alex Martinez, and John Miller. And now your starting lineups for the home team, the East Mills Wolverines. Sophomore number 10, Zach Thornburg. Junior number 12, Davis McGrew. Junior number 14, Peyton Embry. Junior number 22, Mason Krause. And junior number 40, Braden West. Wolverines are coached by head coach Kevin Schaefer and assisted by Jim Doyle. Would you please stand, and gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Class 1A District 14 Championship. East Mills, St. Albert in Clarinda. St. Albert, a slight 4.60 favorite if you follow the BC Moore rankings, and you know I do. It's what I do. I live with it. I breathe it. I eat it all day long. It's all I look at. TJ, you got any ideas on this one? What will be important?
I think, honestly, free throws and turnovers could be, it's postseason play.
Yeah.
It depends on how the game gets called by the officials, but St. Albert knocks them down from the charity stripe. They're about a 67% team.
Pretty good.
East Mills about 50%.
East Mills wins the tip. Zach Thornburg with the basketball. And we are underway, although the clock won't start. The clock has not started here. And it's almost like we haven't even started the game. The clock is stuck right now on 8 minutes. Down low, here is Davis McGrew. He puts it up and in on a look
Before the clock even started.
Unbelievable. I've never seen it. Mason Krause gets the assist. They eventually start it. There is now 3 seconds gone off the clock. What's your guess? Maybe 25 seconds?
Oh, at least 20. At least 20. But that's pretty impressive. I'd say first time in Class 1A history in the state of Iowa, somebody scored without any time coming off the clock.
Yeah, well, that's possible. But there could have been a time where somebody else didn't start the clock on time.
Fair enough.
But, that's one thing that I'm always looking at. And I always know, and I'm sorry to the clock operators out there, I always know when they aren't starting it or stopping it at the right time.
Well, in games like this, it could become important.
Yep. It is a bucket for Davis McGrew. 2-0. They're going to say, no, they're still going. 18 seconds. 18 seconds off the clock there.
You were pretty close on that 25.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, that's the phone going off there. 2-0 East Mills, 18 seconds. You were closer. You said 20. We both went over, though. The officials are still trying to, I don't know.
Well, if this was the Price is Right, we'd be going home with no showcase.
Exactly. So East Mills gets on the board without any time off the clock. They do take it off, and now here we go. St. Albert with their first possession. Colin Lilly with the basketball. Huge game in the postseason. Hit for over 40 points in one of those games. He's got the basketball against Zach Thornburg, backing down, picks up the dribble, lost it, and still loose, and it's picked up by Brayden West. West gets a steal all the way to the rim, lays it up, no good. Rebound, fought for. Embry has it, then loses it, and it's taken away by Jackson Lennon.
Really good physical defense by East Mills so far. Both teams getting out and running, playing good physical man-to-man.
50 seconds in, 2-0 East Mills with the lead. Colin Lilly with the basketball, dribbling along the right wing. He's got the count on him. Oh, man, a 5 count. Did you think that was actually...
No,
I didn't either.
Thornburg was guarding him, and he was a good 6-7 feet away from him. It was not closely guarded.
Man, that's going to kind of be the situation. They got to adapt now and kind of understand how this is going to be counted.
Yeah, tough break for St. Albert. But that's one of those turnovers that we kind of talked about, the turnovers and free throws.
Brayden West, a little step-back jumper is no good. Long rebound pulled by Dan McGrath. 2-0, 6:45. Jackson Lennon into the front court to McGrath, around to Lilly along the right wing. Lilly with it. They haven't got a shot up yet. St. Albert, this is their third possession. Chase Morton with the basketball. Now to Carter White, one of their standout scorers, a 6-foot senior, gets bodied up and fouled by Brayden West. And always, in the tournament trail, in the postseason, fouls are important to your star players and how you manage them, if you do at all.
Yeah, with Krause and West, those are two guys you really don't want to get in foul trouble. That's one early one, probably an unnecessary foul there, about 15 feet away from the basket, a little hand check.
Colin Lilly throws left side in the hands of Chase Morton. He drives on McGrew. Good job cutting him off. And it's going to be a travel and a turnover. So St. Albert still no shots up with 6:21 left here in this first period.
Really, really stingy man-to-man defense right now for East Mills. Credit to them coming out hard on the defensive end.
Now, Colin Lilly, 42 points a little earlier here in the postseason. As I mentioned, here's a deflection and a steal, and it's taken away by Dan McGrath coming the other way. Caught out in the paint is Lilly. It was Carter White who threw it out to Lilly, fired a 3 in and out. Those two kind of look alike, and I couldn't quite pick up the number. Rebound by Mason Krause. Krause, first touch of the night. Here he goes. Their fantastic scorer in the lane gets fouled and will get a chance at 2 free throws.
That really good drive. Again, kind of in transition, that secondary break. Neither team's really been able to run offense pretty successfully, but getting up and down, that's kind of what you had talked about St. Albert wanting to do tonight. I think both teams want to do that tonight.
Mason Krause at the free throw line, and he has it rattle out on him. Still 2-0 East Mills. With the lead, they had the bucket with no time off the clock, and nothing since. Krause is 64.2% free throw shooter, so he goes 1 for 2, and he's on the board, and it is 3-0 East Mills, and St. Albert's still looking for their first shot here. And there it is, a three-pointer, and actually that was their second shot, in and out on the three, taken by Chase Morton. Forgot about that earlier three from Colin Lilly, 3-0. Good look inside. It's Embry who lays it up and in on an assist from Krause.
A really good find right by the half-court circle was Krause, and then really good pass and easy lay-in. 5 in a row here to start the game. Lennon in the paint, caught in the paint, lobs it out to Carter White, and they will reset things. White trying to go to work on Krause. Goes to his right and puts it up, no good, but a foul. They're going to call it on the floor or for shots. We will see. Foul was Krause. It's his first. It is 2 shots coming up here for Carter White. That really good drive, just late help defense there for East Mills that forced the foul. And it was a little bit of a light foul based upon how they've played so far. So again, I think the officials still trying to figure out how they're going to call the game too.
60.4% free throw shooter is White, and he sinks it, and that's their first point of the game here at 5:21 mark of the first period. White now 56 out of 92. Looks so calm and smooth with that shot. One more here for Carter White, senior standout, and leaves it short. Rebound, though, pulled down by Dan McGrath. Out to White, open three, no good. Rebound by Braden West. Had a good look there. Dan McGrath set him up pretty well. East Mills with it, 5-1. 5 minutes, 5 seconds, first period. McGrew in the lane, out to Thornburg. Thornburg attacks, leaves it off for Embry, who goes off glass a little hard. Rebound fought for, and another foul is going to be called on Peyton Embry.
A really good drive and dish there by Thornburg. Just couldn't cash in, and then you get the reach in on the far side there. And that's the third foul already for East Mills. Physical defense, but they got to be careful now. You're getting close to that bonus situation, and St. Albert lives at the line.
Lane Maston checking in for East Mills. It's a 6-foot sophomore. A little bit bigger as McGrew takes the seat. Right side over to Carter White. In the lane to Peyton Embry. 5-1 the score, 4:45 first quarter. Dribble drive, Lennon leaves it out to White again along the right wing against Krause. Steps in, meets the defender. Good feed on the back cut by Chase Morton, and another foul is called. This is how it's going to go, huh?
Yeah, really good back cut right there. Right now, St. Albert's running a little bit of a flex set, screen down, screen across, and they weren't getting any action, any shots up, but a really good back cut, and then you get the reach-in foul by Thornburg.
Good look inside to McGrath, who has a little bunny. Missed it, though. Good strong board from Braden West. And West can bring it up himself, and he will. Here he's taken a couple of shots already. Has Braden West. Mason Krause, pump fake, step in, long three, left wing, no good. Long rebound. Thornburg tries to save it in, and it's picked up by McGrath, who throws it ahead to White. He tracks it down before going out of bounds and shoots a three, which is no good. Then out of bounds off of St. Albert.
Yeah, a lot of up and down. You talked about it in the open. St. Albert wants to get out and run. Like I said, both teams want to get out and run. This has been only 6 points in the first 4 minutes, but a lot of action so far.
No doubt. 5-1 still. East Mills with the lead halfway through the first period. Lane Maston with it. He steps in, will shoot from 15, leaves it short, and he got his own rebound, and then a loose ball, and it's picked up actually by Chase Morton, thrown away to Peyton Embry. Turnover St. Albert to Krause along the right wing, still looking for his first field goal. He made the one free throw. He's dribbling out front against Lilly. High post for Embry. Been very active. Bounces to Thornburg along the baseline. Thornburg caught. Tries to throw it up off glass. No good. Another strong board from Dan McGrath. Seemingly everywhere here in the early going. Long throw ahead. Embry nearly stolen away, but he was out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Albert.
It's one thing to push the ball with the pass, but it's another thing to do it when the defense is set. And we're very fortunate if you're St. Albert to get away with that one.
Good to see Jared Jentz out there. My first chance to see him this year. I've called about 3 or 4 East Mills games. This is his 7th game, and now we have a loose ball foul away from the ball. Or not a loose ball, but an away from the ball foul, and it is Colin Lilly away from the ball. And he picks up his first and team's third.
How fun is this? 7 fouls so far. All of them have been on one side of the floor.
Yeah, not as fun as you might think out there. It's 4 fouls on East Mills, 3 on St. Albert. Zach Thornburg on the right side, doubled up. It looks like a zone now for St. Albert, trying to trap, and he throws it away. Stolen by Chase Morton. Throw ahead to Carter White. White leaves it out to Lilly. Lilly with a pump fake against Krause. Now dribbling on the wing, brings it back to the front of the key, out to wide open three again for him, and he missed it. Rebound pulled by Mason Krause. He's had some good looks, though.
Yeah, really good looks. The shot's just not falling right now for St. Albert. They need somebody to break the seal a little bit.
Start and stop by Mason Krause, and a foul on Carter White, and it's his second. So here you go. One of the stars for St. Albert picking up a second foul. 2:57 left in the first. If you're Fran McCaffrey, you're sitting for all of eternity. I know that. But we'll see what Coach Larry Peterson does. He doesn't have a very deep bench anyway. It's Luke Wettengale coming in, the 6'3" sophomore, checking in, son of Dick Wettengale, fantastic girls coach for St. Albert. Left side, Mason Krause against that zone across to Braden West. Pump fake on the right wing, gives it up to Thornburg at 2:45. Here's Jentz from 15, missed it. Rebound, though, followed by Maston is good.
Really good job. One of those roll guys you talk about. Really good job of fighting on the offensive glass with the cheap, easy bucket.
And he had great position there. He set himself up perfectly against the zone. You'll see that. Dan McGrath driving against Jentz. Jentz, great long arms, great shot blocker. And so he brings it out to Lilly. Lilly on the right wing with a high screen. Goes away from it, hands it off to Lennon, who maybe got away with a walk. Dribble drive. Oh, good leave underneath. And Chase Morton has the first field goal of the game for St. Albert at 2:12.
Really good movement without the ball by Morton. This man-to-man defense for East Mills has been very, very good. That's a really good job by Morton.
7-3, Thornburg to West. West steps in. He is caught. He will fade and shoot and miss. Rebound grab by Chase Morton. Morton got the hoop. Now he's got the rebound, and Wettengale's in transition here. Wettengale back out to Morton. Now to Colin Lilly. Lilly pump fake. Driving on Thornburg and a little nickel dimer, right?
Yeah.
And that is number 2 on Thornburg. And he will quickly, Coach Schaefer that is, get Davis McGrew up off the bench.
And, you know, it probably was a foul, but there's been some pretty physical play on both sides, and just some of them are maybe a little more ticky-tack than others, but foul's a foul, and you got to play on.
Yep, 7-3 it remains, 1:43. Quick inbound to Lennon along the baseline against Braden West. Picks up his dribble on the wing now to Lilly. Lilly is yet to score. 95 seconds left in the first. He wants to score here. Driving on Maston. Tough shot, not close, out of bounds. I'm going to say off St. Albert. Wow.
It looked like Lilly lost his footing there when he went up in the air and then didn't get enough elevation and then kind of off balance forced that ball. I don't think it touched anybody going out.
I agree. Turner Martin over here says he thinks that might have been St. Albert's basketball. 7-3, handoff to Maston. Now to Krause. Krause spins in the lane, tough pull up and rattles out. Rebound tap. Oh, a foul called on East Mills, and that's 2 on Braden West. Wow, that's a tough one too, because a ball in the air. I mean, everybody's jumping in the air. I don't know what he did.
Yeah, the over-the-back thing's not a thing anymore.
No.
It's a displacement, so when you have a displacement call, you got to displace somebody. There was just 2 guys jumping up in the air. That's a tough break.
Very much. 9? Actually, I have 10, 6 and 4 fouls in this game already. And checking in for East Mills is Jackson Embry, a freshman. Here's a 3 from Lennon, and he hits it.
That's a big for St. Albert. They haven't had one go down. They've got about 5 of them. It's good for them to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here they are within 1 suddenly at 7-6 with about 50 seconds left in the period. Jared Jentz, he'll try a 3. That's no good. Rebound gripped and ripped by Dan McGrath. Now outlet to Lennon. Just hit a 3 a moment ago. Feeling his oats here maybe. In the lane. Got away with a walk again. And East Mills fans agree with me. And they'll bring it out, and Colin Lilly might play for the last shot. See, no, he's going to work right on Maston. In the lane. Hand off to Lennon. Lennon stops. Swatted away. Lane Maston with a big block.
Maston's played great minutes here in this first quarter.
Here's Mason Krause. They'll get it to him. They'll take the air out of the ball with 15 seconds left in the first. 7-6. East Mills with the lead. St. Albert gets the ball to start the second period at this point right now, and that's got to be a foul, right? It is. A hedge attempt by Wettengale. He steps out body to body and gets the foul.
Yeah, kind of went in between there. You either do the hard hedge or the soft hedge, and he kind of did in between. That's when you're going to get the foul.
6.2 on the clock. They'll quickly inbound it to Krause, who wants to go to work against Lilly. He drives, left hand, off glass, too hard. Long rebound. McGrew a little late on the shot. It was short anyway, and that finishes a whistle-addled first period. 10 total, actually there's 11 total fouls. I believe that 4 is wrong at this point, but it is an East Mills lead, 7-6 after 1 on KMA 960.
For over 25 years, Chat Mobility has provided you the latest technology, competitive prices, and a nationwide high-speed network. Though important, we're a whole lot more. We serve your hometown communities, sponsor your local chambers and events. It's our goal to work hard while giving back to those who graciously support us. At Chat Mobility, our interests are much deeper than providing great service. We're just committed to serving you. To learn more, see us at chatmobility.com today.
It takes a special oil to keep engines running in off-road conditions, and that special oil is John Deere's Plus 52 engine oil from Agrivision Equipment. It works for tractors, utility vehicles, trucks, and more, and it's 10% off all this month. Plus, while you're stocking up, make sure to ask about John Deere anti-allergen filters with 3 active layers to prevent allergens, mold, and bacteria. Also on sale this month for 15% off. Oil and filters from Agrivision Equipment and agrivisionequipment.com. Offer ends February 28, 2022.
7-6, East Mills with the lead after 1, but a lot of fouls in that first period. I do believe St. Albert has 5 fouls, and East Mills has 6. Scoreboard says 6 and 4 at this point, but regardless of that, just a lot of fouls. Colin Lilly with it to start things. Carter White is back in the game with those 2 fouls, throwing left to Chase Morton. Morton at the front of the key. Right side, here's a long 3, Lilly, and bang, he nails it.
That's NBA range right there. That was a deep, deep 3 for Lilly.
And I would be concerned. I would get up in his shorts, so to speak, the next time down, because when he gets going, I mean, he put up 42 earlier in the tournament. Mason Krause driving on Lilly. Tough shot, and he scores.
Really good drive, and a lot of traffic there. There were 3 St. Albert defenders right in his face.
Yeah, that's what Mason Krause kind of known for. He can kind of get some pretty good angles in any situation. Lilly again with McGrew on him. Picks up the dribble. Now he's caught. Brings it off to Dan McGrath at the free throw line. McGrath spinning and shooting over Embry and scoring.
And the buckets are starting to fall a little bit more now for both sides. 7-6 in the first quarter. We're already 11-9.
11-9, St. Albert with the lead. Here's Brayton West, open for a 3. It's short. Long rebound. Krause tries to save it in off of St. Albert and can't quite do it. It's grabbed by McGrath. Live ball. Throw ahead to Morton. Layup up and no good. Rebound grab by Brayton West again. So West back in the game, as mentioned, with the 2 fouls, and Carter White also in with the 2 fouls. Here's Mason Krause, long 3 for him, nearly banked it in from the left wing, and then that's got to be a travel. Yep, it's going to be a travel. McGrath got the rebound, but then came down and couldn't keep his feet.
Yeah, it's a tough break there. You know, he catches the ball, gets off balance, but lands on both feet with the ball, then falls to the ground. That's a travel every day.
I feel like McGrath has 100 rebounds. It's just 7, but that's a lot for where we're at right now. 6.5 in the second period. Mason Krause with it, out top, West. West trying to find his shot. Back to Krause. Krause with Lilly on him, throws to McGrew along the left wing. Long swing right side to Brayton West. West attacking the lane. Pull-up jumper. Left it short. Rebound grab by Carter White. Nice board for him.
Yeah, on West's jumper, he had some contact at the top, but they didn't call that. We're just going to keep playing on.
Carter White picks up the dribble at the free throw line, lobs it across. Oh, a near steal for Peyton Embry, but they're going to call a foul on him, and it will be a 1-and-1 coming up.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 5 seconds of bonus free throws for St. Albert.
Yeah. I think, and I've said this about college basketball as well, any sport where you have like 6 to 9 minutes where you can just, every foul is free throws. You need to eliminate that idea. Women's basketball has figured it out in college hoops. Men's basketball still in the ice age. The way the games are called, you have to make a change somehow. Dan McGrath makes the free throw, and it's 12-9.
I concur.
Yeah, thank you very much. I got on my soapbox there, and I didn't see if you wanted to join
in, right?
Yeah. McGrath makes the free throw. He's got one more here. And you mentioned earlier, St. Albert, pretty good free throw shooting team. Missed that one. Rebound by Lennon. Out to White for three. That's short. And a rebound by Braden West. Skying above everybody to get it.
Yeah, both of their free throw misses, they've got the offensive rebound. Both times.
12-9 with 5:50 left in the half. Zach Thornburg back in the game. Right wing to Mason Krause along the left. Free throw line to Embry, the freshman Embry. Jackson.
Back in the zone here.
Here's Krause attacking. Man, just can't quite find the rhythm yet. He hits it a little bit high off the glass and misses, and it rolls out of bounds. It will stay with East Mills.
You know, I'll tell you what, I'll give this official on the near side a lot of credit here. There was probably a foul he could have called there, but he pointed in the right direction.
He did. Yeah, that's kind of a good point yourself there. Lane Masson is in. Down low, Braden West. Good look. He puts it in.
A really good high-low there. High post to low post, and West puts it in. Finally, breaks the seal there for himself.
First hoop for Braden West. Here's a drive by Lilly. Good leave underneath McGrath, but he's swatted by West. And, man, you got to have some guts to go up there and try to block that shot with 2 fouls.
I'll tell you what, the defense, I've said this 3 or 4 times already, the defense for East Mills right now is probably not what St. Albert was expecting. They are getting after it.
They are, definitely. A great man-to-man defense. Here's a back cut. Lilly has a layup, but he missed it. Rebound pulled down by Zach Thornburg, and East Mills has the basketball down 12-11. 5:05 left in the first half. Mason Krause in the paint. Start and stop. Gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Really good drive. And they used a screen. They screened the zone right there, did East Mills. And Krause went right off that ball screen and takes it in, forces contact, goes to the line.
First foul on Jackson Lennon. Let's say just the 15th foul. They don't have a McGrath foul that I think was called earlier.
They ended up, and I saw this earlier, they had an extra foul and they took one away on the scoreboard earlier.
Okay.
Maybe they added 2 instead of 1 there. But they also didn't start the clock right.
That's true. Mason Krause made the first, misses the second. Nice strong board again by, guess who? Dan McGrath. All the way sprinting the other way. Carter White going right at Krause, and Krause just picked up his second. So you got Thornburg, Krause, West, White, all with 2 fouls each.
That's 3 starters for East Mills. I don't know if Coach Schaefer wants to just say, guys, spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's got 5.
Coach Schaefer's got a few words over there with the official trying to get some understanding. It's a 1-and-1 for White in a 12-12 game, and he misses the front end, but guess what? Another rebound for St. Albert. That was Chase Morton, and now Jackson Lennon with a drive and a floater and a hoop.
Yeah, 3rd missed free throw for St. Albert, 3rd offensive rebound.
And it leads to points, I think, for the first time. 14-12. St. Albert with the lead. 4:40 on the clock. Krause, free throw line to Masson. He'll shoot from there. It's good.
Big first half for him. Yeah. Two big buckets and big rebounding and big defense for him. Big first half.
Also had the high-low assist. Now Colin Lilly, little offhand push. Got away with it. Brings it out to Lennon. Tied at 14 apiece. 4:20 left in the half. Here's Lennon attacking again. Shooting over West. Then it rolls out on him. Battle for the board. And it's grabbed by Mason Krause. Krause in transition. Trying to lead a break. All the way to the rim. Lays it up. Oh, and they call a charge. And it's going to be the 3rd on Krause. And there was no way in Hades that was a charge.
I agree.
There has I'm just sorry. I mean, to make this a story about the officiating, but they have taken over with a lot of very tight calls, very questionable calls, and that charge, you just took the best player in this game out of the game for the rest of the half, probably.
If East Mills can keep it close, Coach Schaefer can allow him to stay on the bench. But if it starts to get away a little bit, there's no tomorrow if you lose. So you got to roll the dice a little bit.
14-14 it remains, halfway through. I mean, I don't even think anybody took one off the chest there. There was just a lot of bodies moving at that point. Here's a jumper for Carter White, who puts it in. Nice play, Carter White.
And right now, St. Albert could be smelling a little bit of blood right now.
16-14, yes. Krause on the bench. Where's the offense going to come from? Got to be Braden West. He'll try a three for the lead. Bang! He hits it.
Big shot. When the man goes to the bench, number 2's got to show up, and that's a big shot for number 40.
East Mills, 17-16. Lilly with the basketball. Hand off to Carter White, who's starting to get going a little bit. Pull up from 14. That rolls off. No. And a foul on Wettengel, as he had checked in for Dan McGrath at the last whistle. And Wettengel, guess what? Number 2 on him. And if this is, so I have 7, but the scoreboard says 6, so they're going to play on. So it is 6.
Everybody's in the bonus now. The last 3:18 of the first half.
East Mills with a 17-16 lead against the 2-3. West hit a 3 a moment ago, has it right now. Dribbles out of a trap and bounces to Thornburg at the half line. Thornburg in the lane will pull up from about 8, missed it. Rebound out of bounds off of St. Albert. We'll make sure.
Really good job there from Thornburg on the drive. They left him open for the mid-range. The shot's going to fall if you keep taking those shots.
And you can get that shot, too. And there's a lot of people, they know you want a 3 or a layup. Those shots are going to be there. Left wing with it is Thornburg. 3 minutes left. There's West. Open 3. Left wing. No good. It's long. Rebound backside by Luke Wettengel. Good board for him. And now Colin Lilly will jog it ahead. St. Albert with it. Carter White. He drives on Embry. Stops. Feeds it inside to Wettengel against Jentz. And got to be 3, right? And no whistle. Stolen away, though, by Braden West all the way the other way. Puts it up too hard. He's got his own rebound and scores.
Just trying to pad the stats right there. One of the offensive rebounds.
I don't blame him. 19-16. Here's White for 3. Bang! We're tied.
Big bucket. Back and forth action. It's a lot of fun, kind of like we thought it was going to be.
19-19. 2:15 left in the half. Here's West along the right wing. Hit a 3 a moment ago. Now he drives in and threw it away. White's got a steal. White in transition. Will pull up, put it off glass, and missed it. Rebound pulled by Braden West. Now West wants to lead the break. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's slow it down. Braden West gets it off to Jackson Embry. Back to West, left wing. West lost his footing, lost the ball, lost it out of bounds. East Mills turns it over. That's a rare East Mills turnover. Actually, they do have 6. I didn't realize that.
And that's back-to-back possessions for West.
Did you have 6 turnovers?
I have 5, so you're probably right.
Close enough.
Yeah, back-to-back possessions with West turning the ball over. Maybe trying to do a little too much with Krause on the bench.
Here comes Colin Lilly in the lane. Floats it up. No good. Rebound again by Braden West. What a board. And then he nearly threw it away. He was trying to hit his outlet. They do recover it. Thornburg attacking, driving, foul, and he gets 2. And that's Wettengel, the 6th man, I think, is who he's going to be on, and that's his 3rd.
That's a really good drive. You know, Thornburg gets the ball right about 2/3 of the way, to the hoop, and he sees a clear path, so he just takes it until they stop him. Really good drive.
All right, Thornburg at the free throw line. If you're East Mills, slight underdog. You got to take advantage of every chance you get here at the line. They 35.8% free throw shooter, believe that or not, and he swishes it. Didn't look like a 35.8%.
Clutch.
West hits the bench now, and Jentz is out there. Peyton Embry's in there. Thornburg, Jackson Embry, Lane Maston. So no West, no Krause at the moment. Thornburg gets the roll. He makes them both. Thornburg out, Davis McGrew in, and East Mills up 21-19. with 95 seconds left in the half. And it's been a fun first half. Aside, the whistles we've had some questions, but other than that, two teams playing really hard.
And, and the officials are doing the best job they can, too. It's just, you don't ever want the game to be decided by the officials.
Right. Carter White with a drive and a pull-up, and he puts it in. And White is up to 8 points, leading all scorers at the moment. 21 apiece, 1:15 left in the half. Carter White dangerously getting going for St. Albert right now. Around the perimeter, East Mills works it. No West, no Krause. Who's going to step up and try to score? Davis McGrew, he's not fearful. Here's a drive by Jentz. Jentz along the baseline. Leaves it off to Embry. Now to Jackson Embry from 15. No. Rebound fought for. Jensen's got it, and he traveled with it. That's a good call.
Yeah, he did. Shuffled the puppies a little bit there on the baseline. Good backside rebound and really good ball movement and patience there for East Mills. Really trying to survive this first half with both of now your top leading scorers on the bench. And so far, 50 seconds, they're going to be right in the ball game here going into the third quarter.
21-21, 50.2 seconds left. St. Albert and East Mills in this district championship game. Colin Lilly brings it across the timeline, hands off to Carter White, who hands it off to Chase Morton. Little three-man weave, and now to Lilly. Lilly to White, just running out some clock here. We're down to 35 seconds. Colin Lilly, Carter White. Now White wants to go to work. Nope, hand it off to Chase Morton. We're under 30. Well, this will be a shot clock violation next year at this point. Chase Morton, now to Colin Lilly, and to Carter White. This is probably the guy that want to have it in his hands as they go to work here. Down to 10 seconds. White driving on the freshman Jackson Embry. Caught in the lane. Oh, tough fader. No good off 1 foot. Rebound grabbed by Peyton Embry. Throw ahead to Jarrett Jantz. We're at 2 seconds. And they're not going to get a shot off, are they? McGrew tried, but he was late. And unfortunately for East Mills, they don't get a shot. But fortunately for them as well, they just ran off the last minute with Mason Krause and Braden West getting a rest, and they're tied at 21 apiece. Pretty good game here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime report on the way on KMA 960 Shenandoah.
Seeing is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com.
Are you looking for an affordable place to live? We can help. This is Kim Johnson inviting you to live with us in Southwest Iowa. Affordable space is here at Valley View Villa in Tabor, Heritage Terrace Apartments in Sidney, Malvern Village in Malvern, and Forest Park Manor in Shenandoah. Rent is based on your income and utilities are paid. Enjoy living independently with us. For more information on one of our properties, please call us at 866-228-6257 and find out how worry-free living can be for you.
Since 1892, Malvern Bank has been building community from 404 Main Street in Malvern, Iowa. At Malvern Bank, we take pride in being a part of our community, which is why we sponsor many of the events and organizations that help make Malvern thrive, such as the Malvern Concert Series, the Mills County Fair, the Fairview Hills Golf Course, and many of the area's beautification projects. And with services such as online banking and mobile deposit, we make it easy to bank with us. Malvern Bank, we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back at halftime here on KMA 960. Derek Martin alongside TJ Young, the KMA Land Agrivision Equipment Group Tournament Trail, and a good night so far. East Mills tied up at St. Albert 21-21. As we said, we just want to see a nice, close, competitive game. That's what we root for as broadcasters. That's what we're getting. There were plenty of fouls. Not as many free throws as we thought we would see in that second period. But, man, let's run through this foul trouble. East Mills, they've got 3 on Mason Krause, their star player. There's 2 on Braden West. Also, I think, is that it for 2? And then Zach Thornburg also has 2. And then St. Albert, Carter White has 2. Luke Wettengale has 3. So that's the foul trouble at this point. And, you pick up a third foul early in that third period, then you get a little concerned, but you get past that 4-minute mark. You're okay with that third foul at that point. But it'll be interesting to watch to see how that all plays out. The interesting thing, the good thing, I guess, for East Mills, for speaking from that perspective, Mason Krause hit the bench there about the last half of the second period, and you're still able to keep it at 21 apiece.
Yeah, West kind of woke up there scoring-wise, knocked down a big 3 in this corner near us, and really kind of led the way offensively while he was on the bench. But really, I got to give a big tip of the cap. I'm not wearing a cap, but to Lane Maston.
Yes.
He was phenomenal. 4 points, had the big block, had the high-low assist, and then really he's the one that created the turnover on that final possession for St. Albert. And if East Mills comes out on top in this one, it is the defense, the defensive pressure, and Lane Maston's going to get a tip of the cap.
I gotta say, every time I've seen Lane Maston this year, This is not uncommon from him. He comes in the game, he makes an impact, and in the minutes that he's in the game, he's done a great job. East Mills led in that first half. Braden West had 7 points, 7 rebounds. Mason Krause, 4 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. We mentioned the fouls, 3 of them. Lane Maston with the 4 points. Zach Thornburg's got 2. Davis McGrew's got 2. Peyton Embry's got 2 as well. And then on the St. Albert side, Carter White started to get going there for the Falcons. He has 8 points at the break to lead all scores. Jackson Lennon has scored 5 points. Dan McGrath, 3 points plus 8 rebounds. Colin Lilly has 3 points. Chase Morton has also scored 2 points. Now, St. Albert, they've only played 6. I think East Mills has gone about 8 or 9 deep in that first half, whether they liked it or not. But this is, again, going to be about how you manage those fouls, who stays out of foul trouble. Mason Krause, you want to see him on the floor if you're East Mills. Carter White certainly didn't get a 3rd foul. He did a great job playing the entire second period without getting that 3rd foul. So that's something to watch here as we get in the second half.
Yeah, for St. Albert, they didn't really take advantage of the foul situation for East Mills. Didn't get to the line very much. By my count, just 2 free throws in that second quarter. And with East Mills, they're really getting out and defending, so the drives have been there, and that's what St. Albert's been doing. I'd like to see St. Albert do a little more drive and kick instead of drive to attack, because there's help side defense has been there for East Mills tonight, and maybe that's an adjustment that the coaching staff there for St. Albert can make. But the shots just aren't falling right now for either team. I think in this second half, both sides, you're going to see it fill up a little bit. We're probably going to be in the 50s.
Agrivision Equipment Group Tournament Trail, and tonight's game brought to you by Agrivision Equipment Group, Barrett Auto Center in Glenwood, Malvern Bank, and then Low Rent Properties in Malvern, Tabor, Sidney, and Shenandoah. We appreciate all of our sponsors tonight and throughout the tournament trail. Looking forward to plenty more games throughout the rest of this week, into the state tournaments next week and the following week for the girls and boys respectively. And we're going to take a look around the area at some of the other scores. We are in Harlan tonight. We're at TJ. We're at North Andrew High School in Rosendale, Missouri. Stay tuned here at halftime. It's 21-21, St. Albert, East Mills on KMA 960 Shenandoah.
For over 25 years, Chad Mobility has provided you the latest technology, competitive prices, and a nationwide high-speed network. Though important, we're a whole lot more. We serve your hometown communities, sponsor your local chambers and events. It's our goal to work hard while giving back to those who graciously support us. At Chat Mobility, our interests are much deeper than providing great service. We're just committed to serving you. To learn more, see us at chatmobility.com today.
For the very, very best in convenience, it's Cubby's. Stop in today for hot and fresh food, plus that local spirit that you'll always find at Cubby's. And when it comes to pizza at Cubby's, with every large pizza sold, Cubby's gives $1 to the local school district with the Raise Some Dough program. In fact, Cubby's contributed $29,855 in 2021 to local schools for educational and athletic purposes. Just another reason to stop, shop, and eat at Cubby's. For the Cubby's near you, go to Cubby's.com.
Iowa Western Community College has important news for you. If you're a high school senior trying to figure out what your next step in life will be after high school, consider this. Students learning trade-specific skills will get you into the workplace quicker, making a good living and having a lot less college debt. Iowa Western offers 1 to 2 year programs in nursing, welding, industrial tech, and advanced manufacturing, plus many others. Great skills and great pay in less time. Talk to Iowa Western Community College in Clarinda and Shenandoah and start planning your future now.
21 apiece here, East Mills St. Albert District Championship game. Taking a look around the area. Trevor Maynard tonight, he was supposed to be here and then had to make a last-second trip to Harlan. Wasn't quite last second, but it's a 30-18 AHSTW lead there in a Class 1A District Championship. They went on a 21-7 run, did AHSTW, and up 12 on Exira EHK there in Harlan. Ryan Matheny tonight's got a Class 2A District Championship game as well, as Trainer and Red Oak are battling. Trainer is up 24-23 on Red Oak at the half. We've also got Ethan Hewitt, his home away from home here lately. I think he's been there every single day since Saturday. They're in Rosendale, Missouri. It is a final in girls district semifinal action. Bishop LeBlanc beat East Atchison 71-51. Next game is North Andrew Nottoway Valley girls. That's the combination of Nottoway, Holt West, Nottoway. Nottoway Valley is up 13-9 early second period there. You can check that out on our KMA Extreme. Trevor's also in the Extreme, and Ryan Matheny is on KMA FM. And if you don't know what KMA Extreme is, it's just an online stream. Go to KMAland.com, go to our sports drop-down menu, click live stream, and you can find your games every single night. Another score to tell you about, Coon Rapids Bayard and West Harrison. West Harrison, these are two of the hottest teams in the area, and West Harrison's up 30-22, leading Coon Rapids Bayard in Denison tonight at halftime at the moment. We appreciate Devin Dembinski there from Coon Rapids Bayard keeping us up to date on Twitter. Again, KMA Land Agrivision Equipment Group Tournament Trail 21-21 East Mills St. Albert. Looking forward to the second half. Next, stay tuned.
If you're looking for unlimited, super fast internet you can always rely on, look no further than FMTC's fiber internet. With so much relying on your internet these days, you need a connection you can trust. You can work from home, video chat, stream your favorite TV shows, and more without worrying about the stability of your internet. You could have what everyone else wishes they had.
Your connection to the world, FMTC.
America is choosing to be a healthier nation. That's why so many people choose a Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned, and they offer a full range of vitamins, non-prescription medicines, cold remedies, and convenient items for you and your family. And when it comes to having a prescription filled, you can always count on your Health Mart family pharmacist to do it right. Take your next prescription to Oakland Pharmacy, your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy in Oakland. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back on KMA 960 Shenandoah tonight. Derek Martin and TJ Young, KMA Land Agrivision Equipment Group Tournament Trail, and East Mills and St. Albert all knotted up at 21 apiece. You are making some bold predictions off the air.
Okay, here we go.
That more points will be scored. You feel offenses are going to start to get it going.
I think when you get into one of these games, you get a little tense early sometimes, and both sides were that way because they had really good looks, both teams did, and the shots just weren't falling. I think we'll be a little more relaxed. We'll play a little more clean basketball on the offensive end, and the shots are going to start falling.
Well, Zach Thornburg starts it off with a travel. He made the shot, but he shuffled his feet a little bit, couldn't keep his feet. It is the original starting five on each side to open up this second half, and 21-21. They did start the clock, by the way, too. Here's Dan McGrath in the lane, leaves it out to Carter White. Corner three-pointer. Oh, and missed it. Rebound, though, McGrath. Follow shot is good.
But that was exactly what I talked about at half. The drive in the dish, he had the wide-open three, missed it. Backside rebound gets the layup. I want to start seeing that a little bit more from St. Albert. I think it's going to open things up for them.
30 seconds gone, 23-21. St. Albert with the lead. Zach Thornburg along the right wing, looking for Krause around his screen. He loves it right in that paint area. Pulls up and makes it. There it is. That is his shot, and it's 23 all.
Just let the bucket start flowing. It's going to happen. Both offenses are ready to rock and roll.
45 seconds gone here in the third period. Even again at 23 apiece, and Coach Larry Peterson calls the X play. We'll see what the X looks like. Looks like an X out there, actually. Right side over to Chase Morton. Morton along the right wing. Out top, Lennon reverses left side, Lilly. Pump fake, dribble drive. Lost it, got it back. Floats it up and in.
Nice play.
Really good drive. And really, that's just a spacer play. You're just trying to get cutters and drivers, and that's what they did.
Now into a zone, it looks like St. Albert. We've seen that from them a bit in this game. 25-23, they lead. Davis McGrew will step in, shoot from 15, and it rattles out. Rebound fought for. It's on the floor, and it's out of bounds off St. Albert.
Wow. Now, how that wasn't an over the back or a displacement call, but the one earlier in the game was, I'll never know. But benefit for East Mills, they maintain possession.
That was Peyton Embry on the back, and Coach Larry Peterson like, what in the world? That was a foul all first half. Here's a reverse. Oh, good look underneath. West puts it in from Krause, and we're tied again.
Really good look, and that was the high post pass to Krause down to West. A really good ball movement, attacking that zone with the pass.
25-25, Lilly along the right side against Zach Thornburg. The straight man for the Wolverines tonight. And a reversal over to Carter White along the left wing.
They get a double screen here.
Here's Jackson Lennon driving, stops, leaves it out to Morton for three. No good. Rebound. Braden West had it slapped away. Picked up, though, by Mason Krause. And East Mills shoots for the lead here under 6 left in the third. Out to Davis McGrew. McGrew in the paint. Out to Thornburg. Thought about a 3 right wing. No look pass to Embry in the paint. Out to Krause left wing. Now he drives. He's got a step. He's got a layup, and he puts it in.
Yeah, with 4 points in the first half, a 20-point score, you know it's not going to stay that way. And now he's got 4 points in the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. Mason Krause is about ready to blow up.
Timeout, Larry Peterson. East Mills 27-25. 5:35 left in the third.
Coaching great John Wooden once said, "It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen." Just as in the world of sports, this quote is vital to the work that we do at Hackett Livingston Funeral Home in Shenandoah. We take care of all the details so that you can focus on what is most important, caring for your family and healing. Hackett Livingston Funeral Home, serving all of Southwest Iowa since 1951.
5:35 left in the third here. And it is 27-25. East Mills leading St. Albert after Mason Krause has already equaled what he did points-wise in that first half. Now Carter White going to work, spinning against Embry. Brings it back out to Morton. Morton has a step. He's got a layup, and he puts it in.
And that's all from that drive and dish. McGrew came down to help. You kick it to the guy McGrew was guarding, and now he's got a lane to the bucket. And I think, like I said, I think beating a dead horse, but I think that's really what St. Albert's got to do.
1-3-1 trapping half-court look, or 1-2-2. Thornburg drives under the hoop, threw it away, stolen away, taken by Dan McGrath. Throw ahead to White, who lays it up and in.
Back and forth we go. I mean, just kind of like a teeter-totter or pendulum. It's back and forth. Now St. Albert up by 2 and a quick timeout. Coach Schaefer.
Yeah, Coach Schaefer wants a full timeout to try to figure out that half-court look. 29-27. St. Albert has scored 4 straight. They lead it 4:59 left in the third.
HawkeyeFord.com is where you'll find a complete selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. It's also where you can estimate your trade-in value and receive a no-hassle quote. Since 1988, Hawkeye Ford has been offering a high level of customer service and a commitment to making the process of buying your vehicle an enjoyable one. They strive to deliver 100% satisfaction every time you visit their location on Highway 34 east of Red Oak or on their 24/7 location, HawkeyeFord.com.
Back on KMA 960, Kevin Schaefer takes about 35-40 seconds of that full timeout to try to draw up a look against that 1-2-2 from East Mills. You mentioned we've seen man, we've seen 2-3, we've seen this half-court look, and just kind of mixing things up here against the Wolverines.
You know, you kind of get used to seeing something like East Mills has played man-to-man the whole time, so you just kind of get used to it. Credit to St. Albert, they keep switching stuff up, and again, they're switching it up again out of the timeout in hopes that maybe East Mills will forget what they just talked about.
It is a 2-3. Now, fall into that 2-3 look. I wouldn't be surprised if that 1-2-2 comes right back, though, in their next made hoop. Davis McGrew to Krause. He's got an open West. He just can't find him. Now he does, and West puts it up and in.
I thought he was going for the dunk right there. It was wide open in there.
He can do it.
Really good find by Krause. Patient with the ball. Good job by West to move without the ball.
29-29, 4:35, third period, back and forth. Carter White, dribble drive against Embry. Good defense there from Peyton Embry. Out to Lennon. He wants to drive on West. West with the hands off. Now Lennon just turns and shoots. Tough shot, no good. Rebound by Embry. Throw it ahead to West, to Kraus. 4:20 on the clock, tied at 29. Now East Mills looking for their own little 4-0 run. They've been trading those here in this second half. Around to Kraus, left wing, three-pointer try, no good. Too hard, tapped out of bounds off East Mills.
And I don't want to say Kraus settled. He's too good of a player to say that he settled for that one. But that's not a shot he has been making tonight. You know, get the drive, get the kick. He's a good enough player. I'll give him a pass on that one.
Lane Maston back in. He had a big contribution in the first half. He's guarding Carter White, who shoots over him and scores.
Carter White says, I see your good first half, and I'm going to have a really good second half. That was a really good drive.
Here's that 1-3-1 half-court trap. White is up to 12. Good no-look inside to Embry. He's caught, though, and he lost the basketball and then out of bounds off of St. Albert. It'll stay with East Mills.
Really good look by Thornburg.
Yeah.
If Embry just goes up, it's a dunk. It's a dunk and running back the other way.
A dunk, yeah, if he could dunk, he probably would have.
He could dunk. He's got really bright shoes.
Here's a jumper for West on the inbound. Missed it short. Rebound grabbed by Chase Morton. Morton brings it ahead. Off to Colin Lilly with 3.5 left in the third, and St. Albert up by 2. Dribble drive, and there's going to be a bump call, and it's Zach Thornburg. And believe it or not, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third. First foul of the second half. It is the third, by the way, on Thornburg.
I feel like they had a conversation.
There was something. There was some talk. Thornburg replaced by McGrew. He's got 3 fouls. And now Morton got to get it in. He does to Lennon. Lennon along the left wing, out front. Carter White with Maston on him. He liked this matchup a moment ago. He attacked it. Now there's Morton off to McGrath. McGrath with a handoff back to White. He thought about a 3. Now he's got a man in the air, steps in, leaves it underneath McGrath, and he's swatted by Brayton West. Gets his own ball, though, out to White for 3, and it's a little short. Rebound battle for it's going to be off St. Albert. There's going to be a foul call. I think it's going to be a St. Albert foul call.
No, it's on 15, Embry.
Okay, I thought he was looking at 15, but it's Embry called for the foul.
It's those made-for-radio shoes. They caught him.
That's unfortunate for him. The shoes got him. Yeah, it's what is it? What do you call it? An orange?
Yeah, I don't know. Fluorescent something.
Yeah, definitely a fluorescent orange.
I dig him.
Embry with his second foul. He leaves, and Jarrett Jentz will replace him. St. Albert up by 2 and with the ball. 3:04 into McGrath. Bounce to Lilly. Lost it. It's on the floor. And picked up by Morton. What a play. Lennon got the ball back. What a hustle there by Jackson Lennon. You might be right on that over and back, too.
Well, and Lennon and Kraus actually knocked heads there. They're going for the ball, so something to watch for.
Here's Colin Lilly, and he nearly threw it away. Deflected. They just can't recover the ball right now, St. Albert. Bounce down low, and there's how they'll get it back. They threw it away. St. Albert turns it over.
The good look, though. I mean, again, that's that drive, and East Mills, they're coming hard to help. So there's going to be open teammates, and that was just off his shoes.
I think I misspoke. East Mills was the one who couldn't recover the ball. That was a long possession right there with a lot of deflections and loose balls. West, Maston, pump fake, step in, nearly threw away, got it right back off deflection, puts it up off glass, no good. Rebound pulled, and then McGrath avoids a travel, gets the board, gets it off to White. White driving, lost it out of bounds, and it'll be East Mills basketball.
That's tough right there. I mean, they haven't called fouls much here in the second half.
Right.
Maybe there was one. Maybe you lost the ball. But, I mean, for East Mills' credit, they're going to get the ball back.
31-29. McGrew and Kraus working it against this 1-3-1 half-court look to Maston left wing. Short corner Embry to McGrew, and he caught it, and then he fell down.
Same thing happened in the first half with St. Albert. So, I mean, they're consistent on that. Yeah. I mean, it is a travel.
Yeah. I don't know why it is, honestly. It's just kind of
it's like the roll.
It's like the one where you stand up. Mm-hmm. Why is that a travel? You were in your same spot the whole time. As long as you keep that pivot foot.
Yeah, technically, if you're on your stomach, you don't have a pivot foot.
There's a 3 for Lilly. It's no good. And a rebound pulled by Jarrett Jentz. 31-29. So it's kind of gone stagnant a little bit offensively. East Mills trying to find a hoop here. Davis McGrew drives in, floats it up. No. Rebound pulled down by Chase Morton. And now the other way. Lilly in the paint. Brings it back out. Long 3. Bang! What a shot.
Big shot. And really, kind of an ill-advised shot. It was a 1-on-4 break, and he just turned around, knocked it in.
34-29. Kraus to Maston. Maston in the paint. Lobs to West, who puts it in. What a
Beautiful pass, and again, that Maston's just showing up.
34-31 the other way. Goes Morton, who puts it in the left hand.
Getting up and down. You talked about it at the beginning. St. Albert wants to play that up and down, and the last two possessions, really quick up and down.
36-31. Against that 1-3-1. West has it right wing. Step back, long swing. Kraus way downtown for three. Bang!
Finally got one. Double figures now, and all of a sudden, the hoops are big.
36-34. I think Lilly was wanting to pull up right there. He gives it instead to White with 45 seconds left in the third. St. Albert has the possession here, so they might go a little 2-for-1 here. Get the last shot, get the ball. Well, White's going to work against Maston. Pull up, fader, it's good.
Really good drive. Just a little in-betweener, a little 7-foot, 8-foot shot. Really good turnaround.
Reminded me of Mason Kraus, actually. That shot right there from Carter White.
Well, you might get to see it here with 20 seconds left.
Well, McGrew attacking, gets it to Maston, gets it to Kraus. 20 seconds here along the left wing. Bounce over to Braden West. And Coach Schaefer would love a real good shot here if they can get one. The final seconds of the third. 10 seconds. McGrew to West. West gets in the paint, floats it up. A lot of contact, no whistle. There it is. He went through McGrath, who got the board, and he picks up his third.
You know, and in that possession, West is a very good player. But Mason Kraus hardly touched it on that. You know, in a situation like that, if you're Mason Kraus,
go get it.
You go get the ball. Yeah,
2.6. 2.6 here. See if St. Albert gets anything. White will inbound it. Long throw ahead. It's a jump ball. McGrew steals it away. They'll let the clock run out. And that will end the third period. Was that a long 2.6?
Yeah.
I think it was. 38-34. St. Albert on top as we go to the fourth on KMA.
Closer to home is always a great choice. Legacy Mutual Insurance in Clarinda is a local company and has served communities in Southwest Iowa since 1870. We have independent agents ready to help you with your farm, home, and auto coverage. Go to our website at legacymutualia.com for a complete listing of our agents. For over 150 years, your family's needs and success have been our priority. That's our legacy at Legacy Mutual Insurance.
Since 1892, Malvern Bank has been building community from 404 Main Street in Malvern, Iowa. For generations, Malvern Bank has been serving local businesses, families, and farms to help them achieve their goals in every step of their lives. From saving for college to planning for retirement and everything in between, Malvern Bank is your full-service community bank. Call, click, or stop in today to apply for an account, loan, or credit card. Malvern Bank, we build community, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
38-34. St. Albert with the lead through three. They'll start with the basketball. Lilly, White, Morton, Lennon, McGrath. They all played the whole third period. They'll start the fourth. Thornburg, Maston, Kraus, West, and Embry for East Mills. Man-to-man defense again here from the Wolverines. A little three-man weave. Falcons coming out and trying to see if they can create a lane of penetration. On the logo, the Clarinda High School logo is Carter White. Looking for Lilly. Now White gives it back to Morton. A lot of time going off the clock here. 25 seconds gone already. And back to White. Coach Schaefer wants his team to come out a little further and defend these handoffs here. 40 seconds gone. Now Lilly attacking against Thornburg. He'll pull up and put it up and in.
Yeah, if you can go 45 seconds and then get a layup, that's a win.
And they got it. 40-34. Thornburg, Kraus, he's pump fake now. He thought about a three over to Thornburg, left wing. Thornburg splits it, goes up. A lot of contact again. Missed the shot. Rebound on the floor. Again, guess who gets it? Dan McGrath. Throw ahead. Jackson Lennon. Lennon all the way over to McGrath and in the hands of White, and they will reset this offense again, up by 6. That was a foul in the first half, right?
Yeah. I mean, again, a lot of contact either way.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't have been an offensive foul, but there was got to be something there.
Here's Carter White against Maston again. Scoops it up and in. Wow.
Oh, yeah, he's feeling it here in the second half. 16 points already for him.
Timeout, Kevin Schaefer. 6:24 left suddenly, and St. Albert has the biggest lead of the game on either side. It's 42-34 on KMA. I don't know what.
OSI is considered a premier global food provider by many of the world's leading brands. OSI delivers leading-edge food solutions for product development as well as processing, and much of it is done from their Oakland, Iowa plant. Being a leader in the industry allows OSI Oakland to give back to the communities by sponsoring area high school events, offering special programs for veterans, and other community outreach programs. To learn more, visit osigroup.com and search for the Oakland, Iowa location.
Now East Mills, big possession it feels like here out of this timeout. They've got the basketball in the hands of Mason Krause. Right guy to have it. Gives it up to Thornburg on the right wing. Long three, big shot. No good. Long rebound though, grabbed by Braden West. Another chance to Krause. Underneath Embry. Leaves it for Maston who lays it in.
Really good find. First Krause, then Embry, and then Maston on the back side there to keep the game within striking distance. This is far from over.
42-36. We're under 6 minutes already here. Flying in the fourth period. And only 3 fouls have been called in the second half after 3 fouls in 30 seconds. Wasn't rare in the first half. Colin Lilly gets in the lane, picks it up, and all 3, by the way, on East Mills. St. Albert has not committed a foul in this second half. 5:35, fourth period. Now White against Maston. Stops, hands it off to Morton. East Mills crowd wanted to travel. Back to White along the right wing. Thornburg tries to come over and take one away. White was ready for it, just kind of stuck his butt out there and kept possession. They are really milking clock. 5:15 now. And they're scoring on these, too. 3 for 3 from the field in the fourth. And there's a 5-second violation, and it's a turnover, St. Albert.
Yeah, but I was waiting on that. They weren't counting when the ball was near us, but when the ball got over to the other side, that same official that called it earlier, he's got to quit 5.
42-36, just over 5 left in the fourth. And every possession feels really big the way St. Albert is playing right now offensively. Free throw line, Braden West attacking, driving, shooting. It rolls out on him. Rebound by McGrath and a foul on Embry.
Yeah, and again, there was some contact on West's shot at the top. It's the second or third time that's happened. Just no call for him. But then you get the reach-in foul, an unnecessary one there. But I guess if you get into that situation where you got to put him on the line, it's not the end of the world.
Right. Embry's going to leave again. It'll bring Jared Jentz back in. Now, let's keep in mind here, no fouls on set. 4 on, you just mentioned that, right? 4 on East Mills. And they got to start to accumulate some to be able to foul if you need to. 42-36. By the way, McGrath, 13 rebounds now. High screen from McGrath to White. Now to Lilly in between the circles over to Martin on the left wing. Here's the high screen from Lennon. He'll use it. Good job by Zach Thornburg. Nearly was able to steal it away.
And you almost have to sell out if you're East Mills. Get really up in on these guards. High ball pressure. and force the outside shot, because you don't want this, the dribble drive, and then go into the line.
And I think they're going to call that on the floor. That one might, don't you think?
Looks like it.
Yeah, be on the floor. That's Lane Maston's first. Team foul number 5.
Good call, TJ.
Never know, though. Sometimes...
But you really, you don't want him just to dribble the ball out there for 45 seconds.
Yeah.
You've got to force the action, and if that means giving up a deep shot, that's what it means.
Here's Carter White. Long swing over near half. Caught by Lennon. We are halfway through the fourth already here. There's been about 5 possessions on either side. This is the 5th, actually, for St. Albert. Carter White driving on Maston, spinning, and deflected by West. They're now in the backcourt, and then Lennon falls and gets a foul call on West, and it's his 4th. They're not going to be able to come back if Braden West isn't in the game the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's kind of that conundrum there. If you're East Mills, you want to get out and pressure, but if you're one of those guys with 3-4 fouls, you really got to be careful.
Jackson Embry, by the way, will come back in for Maston. Embry, the freshman, that's a tough task. He's been guarding Carter White every time he's been in the game, senior versus freshman. Colin Lilly with it. Lilly gives it up to White along the right wing. White driving. How about Embry's defense there? Brings it back out to McGrath, now to Lennon. Lennon, I thought for a moment, was going to go rogue and shoot that 3. Hands it back over to Lilly. We're at 3.5. And held by Embry here. Lilly then hits the deck and loses it out of bounds. Just lost his footing.
Yeah, really, again, good. East Mills has played good defense for a majority of this game, but the clock is not their friend right now. So pushing the pace on defense is what they're going to have to do.
We're at 3:25 left of the fourth. 6-point game. Mason Krause, pump fake, dribble drive, in the lane, pulls up, off glass, rattles out, rebound battled for. It's picked up by Dan McGrath again.
The Windex man.
He has been unbelievable. There's a timeout taken for Larry Peterson and St. Albert. 3:12 left in the fourth. 42-36 on KMA 960.
Find your place at Northwest Missouri State University. From day one, experience a university like no other. In the classroom, you'll find career-ready academic programs and hands-on learning, not to mention championship sports teams and clubs. Find your passion and your people. Plus, textbooks and a fully loaded laptop are included in your tuition, with $19 million in scholarships and aid available. They also have a 97% placement rate. Visit nwmissouri.edu to apply today. Northwest Missouri State University, where Bearcats connect.
Well, I was able to count the possessions on one hand a moment ago. I believe this is the 6th or 7th possession of the fourth, and there's only 3:12 left.
How many fingers do you have on one hand?
Well, it was a moment ago, I said. A moment ago it was 5.
Okay.
This might be number 6. This is St. Albert has just come out here in the fourth period and taken the air out of the ball. And Carter White drives the basketball, hands it off to Morton in the paint, and he lobs it to Lilly, who barely is able to catch it before it goes into the backcourt there. Would have been over and back. We're under 3 minutes. Now Lilly with Thornburg on him. Hand off to Lennon. Lennon looking for a back cut. Stops. Bounces free throw line McGrath. He drives on Gents. Back out to Lennon. Big 3 on the way. No good. Little hard. Long rebound. Tracked by Lilly, who threw it off of Gents out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Albert. What a play.
That's a great play by St. Albert, but if you're East Mills, that's what you I have to do. You've got to force that outside shot. Lennon didn't need to take it, but you're a high school kid, you're wide open, you're going to take the shot.
I thought that was down. That was right on, just a little hard from Lennon. Lob down low. McGrath has good position, tracks it down after deflection that brings it out near the 3-point line, and Lilly now all the way out of the logo again against Thornburg, driving, and a charge was called on a little push-off. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, TJ Young, he called that. He said, Kevin Schaefer spent a long time talking with that official, and you said, I bet an offensive foul be called, and it'll be by that official, and you were correct.
Nailed it.
Nailed it, man. First foul on St. Albert in the fourth. Handoff here, or in the second half, I should say. Braden West on top. Now to Mason Krause. Krause along the left wing, leaves it for West. West, tough catch, tough shot, puts it in.
Really good find and good hands by West. A lot of times those big guys bring the ball down. He kept the ball high. This is just 4-point game.
There you go. Makes it 42-38. There's the foul that will put St. Albert in the bonus. Zach Thornburg tried to step out and try to get a steal. Very aggressive defensively, which I think that's what you got to do here. But it will put White at the line where he shoots 60.4%.
You know, and this is we talked about it at the beginning, and it's kind of a cheap cop-out. What are the keys to the game?
Yeah.
But, like, in a tight game, free throws matter. They do matter, and if St. Albert can make their free throws, they're moving on.
White's 1 for 3 from the line tonight, and he gets it. And he's now 2 for 4, and he makes it a 43-38 game. One more coming up here for White with 2:09 remaining in the fourth period. Looking for point number 18. He's got it, nothing but net. Timeout, St. Albert, 44-38. 2:09 to play on KMA 960.
At PCSB, we believe in helping our customers and our community grow, and service is how we do it. This is about making banking better. We are here to serve. We have an innovative spirit and a heart for people that moves us to do what's right. Because at the end of the day, we know what matters most. Visit us online at wearepcsb.com. PCSB, we believe in you. Member FDIC.
All right, 44-38 here, 2:09 to play. Still 30 seconds left in this full timeout. We're looking at Grandview Christian Madrid, the other side of this sub-state. So the winners will play on Saturday night at Dowling Catholic. 44-25, Grandview Christian up after 3 in that game. St. Albert Grandview Christian actually played in the sub-state final, a classic last year that ended up a last-second shot. I think St. Albert forced OT, and then they had a last-second shot that rattled out on them that would have won the game and sent them to state. A little different St. Albert team this year, certainly.
They're very scrappy. And both these teams are very scrappy. I think either one of them, probably give Grandview Christian maybe a little bit more of a run for their money than they're expecting.
And East Mills down by 6 with the basketball. Thornburg, this is a 1-3-1. They're going to lob west. Good catch. Layup is good. And 1.
That's a huge play, and that lob's going to be there in that 1-3-1. But now you make the free throw. It's a one-possession game. All of a sudden, the stall ball that's been going on for St. Albert becomes a little harder to do.
All right, the foul on Lilly, I believe, is who they got there. No, it was McGrath, and that's his first. Team foul number 2. And Braden West tries to finish a three-point play to cut that lead in half. And he cannot. Rebound by guess who? Dan McGrath. 15 of them. Chase Morton brings it ahead. We're under 2 minutes here. Mason Krause out top. He has not committed a 4th foul yet.
That's the broadcaster's jinx right there.
Yeah, he was about ready to, wasn't he?
I know.
Lilly bounces to Carter White. 145. White to Morton. Here's Krause. He's going to get one, isn't he? Nope. He hands it off to Lilly. Krause tracking Lilly. And they are just continuing to just take the air out of the ball here. White gets in the lane, puts it up, and it rolls out. No good. Rebound Braden West. East Mills the other way. West attacking. Out to Krause. Pump fake. Step back. Long 3. Bang! Oh! That was a moon ball. That one brought rain. It's a 1-point game. 1:21 to go. Timeout East Mills. Back in a moment.
A wind chill advisory continues until noon tomorrow. Mainly cloudy skies tonight with lows around 1 below. Winds out of the north, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunny skies tomorrow, highs around 19. Partly cloudy tomorrow night. Chance for snow will dip down to about 5 above. Highs level off around 22 Thursday with a chance for snow. 27, mainly sunny skies and calm Friday. About an inch of snow Thursday through Thursday night. I'm weatherology meteorologist Laura Lockwood on KMA. Right now it's 7 above.
Well, East Mills gets a score and a stop. Mason Krause then cans a 3, and it's 44-43, 1:21 to go in the fourth. St. Albert with the basketball. And at full court pressure here, Lilly, dangerous pass to Lennon along that sideline, and St. Albert has it. 1:15 to go. Another tough pass. White, good job to keep his feet there against Jackson Embry, doing a good job on him. He's attacking. Is White, brings it out to Lilly. We're 1:05 on the clock. Again, you still got 2 more 1-and-1s if you want to try to use it. We're under a minute. White might not be that guy. He attacks, stops, corner, over to Morton. Morton bounces out to Lennon. We're at 50 seconds. Clock continues to roll. This is 1:21 when they came out of the timeout. And now out comes Embry. Good foul there by him. I think they're going to put somebody not named Lillian White. The guys that have been shooting on the line is Jackson Lennon.
And again, 1-1 like it said. So worst case scenario, you're down by one possession. Best case scenario, down by one possession. So not a bad foul at all.
That was number 4 on Embry. Coach Schaefer I think they're trying to say that was 5 on Embry. No, there's a little consultation going on near the announcer and scores booth right now. But at the line is Jackson Lennon. Great free throw shooter this year. Only 15 out of 18. Only 18 attempts. 15 out of 18, though. I don't know exactly what is going on. They had 6 on the floor there for a second. So
can't do that.
No, the Embry brothers taking a seat. Big shot here for Lennon. 1-1. And it is up, and it is hard, and it is no good. It's a rebound by Braden West, who's fouled, but that's not a big deal to St. Albert.
Yeah, they can be super aggressive here on the defensive end as long as it's not on a shot, because you've only got 3 fouls. Another timeout for St. Albert.
St. Albert talks it over. East Mills has the ball, down by 1, 40 seconds to go.
Many businesses talk about service, but at Rogers Pharmacy, it's not just talk, setting them apart from the big box stores. They're a full-service pharmacy where you can not only fill prescriptions, but they also carry an impressive line of medical equipment to meet all of your needs. So whether you need oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP, lift chairs, or diabetic shoes, Rogers Pharmacy has them all. Let their family serve your family. The full-service, family-owned, independent Rogers Pharmacy, located in Torquio, Mound City, Maryville, and St. Joe. Visit RogersRx.com.
44-43. Turner Martin, my son, is here, and he wanted to tell me Mason Krause, after he hit that 3, did the old 3 fingers to the head, Carmelo Anthony type deal. I don't know who invented it, but
I like kids being able to have fun out there when they're doing that. That's good to see.
And if you make a 3, if you make a 3 that nearly hits the rafters, I mean, you might as well.
You know, we can say what we want because nobody saw it. I'm pretty sure it went over the rafter and through it. Now, that thing was a moon ball.
All right, here's the Falcons. This is a good point here that you made. They can be aggressive here defensively. They only got 3 team fouls, and they are picking it up full court and going to defend this first pass. They get it in the corner, and then there's the foul immediately taken by Chase Morton.
I don't think that's what they wanted. You know, I think they probably wanted that foul to come on the defensive end of the floor, not on their own offensive end of the floor.
Second one on Morton. Team foul number 4. Pressuring Mason Krause. They might have some numbers the other way if they hurry here. Thornburg, and he's bumped, and he's fouled, and Carter White commits the foul.
I mean, that's the idea that I was talking about, but in 9 seconds, less than 9 seconds, they spent 2 fouls that were not important. So now if they foul, I mean, the next one's free. After that, it's bonus.
31.8, 44-43. St. Albert leads it. Lane Maston is in. He lobs in the backcourt to Mason Krause. Wants to go to work on White. Here he goes. Dribble drive in the lane. Pulls up. Blocked by White. Out of bounds. What a play by Carter White.
Really good play and a good drive. I mean, a good offense, good defense, just better defense on that possession by White.
All right, 26.1. Still a 1-point game here. Maston to inbound. Looking for Krause. Lob out to West. Now to Krause right side. 25 seconds. Krause underneath, and Maston can't handle it. Saves it in, but he gets it to Carter White. You got a foul. They have backed off. There's 15 seconds left, and they will foul Carter White. They just went and ran to the other side after St. Albert got the steal.
Yeah, the situation and score, it's tough. Sometimes kids forget situation score. Maston couldn't handle the pass, tried to save it, maybe got a little dejected. It went to the other team. And then the whole crew ran. You know, it wasn't just one kid. The whole crew ran down the other side.
What would you say, about 5-6 seconds went off after that?
Oh, yeah, and then you put a kid on the line you don't want there.
Yep, and Carter White, 1-1 still. The 9th team foul. It is the 5th. It fouls Thornburg out. White's free throw is good, pure from the senior. And St. Albert will take a timeout. 13.7 seconds left. 2-point game. St. Albert leads.
This is Josh with Shore Motor Company in...
There's no better time than game time to catch up with friends, enjoy a cold beverage, and let someone else prepare the delicious food. And there's no better place than Stadium 34 in Red Oak. Kitchen, cocktails, and sports are all offered at the Stadium 34 Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. and weekends from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. Serving delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus banquet rooms and catering options are available. Call 623-1021, or better yet, stop by Stadium 34, 1200 Senate Avenue in Red Oak.
Well, Carter White with two, I think maybe get lost a little bit, is two big defensive plays there. Blocked the shot of Mason Krause in the lane, then got the steal, and then sinks the front end of a 1-and-1. Still one more to come here.
Yeah, finish off the trifecta right here with this second free throw, and then play good defense. If you get the shot, you're up by 3, you can play the foul game. You know, you can play that foul game or just play it out. You don't want to give up any threes, because 40 and 22 for East Mills, they can knock them down from deep.
45-43, Carter White, one more big one here. He's made 3 in a row in the fourth period and makes 4 in a row. 3-point game. Quickly into McGrew, under 14. There's the foul committed by Lilly with 11.4 to go. And there's another timeout taken. Let's see if it's 30. We'll go ahead and keep it here. No, it's a full, is it a full one? Yeah, full timeout. We'll be back in 30.
At the ARC Group, we take a disciplined approach to marketing. We understand that education and experience must be at the forefront of your decision-making process, and we also understand that all farms manage risk differently. This is Tim again with the ARC Group. I would like to meet with you, learn about your operation, understand your short and long-term goals, and then together we form a plan to maximize profitability on your farm. Call me at 712-370-3497 or visit us at agrisconsulting.net.
46-43, St. Albert with the lead. Trainer in Red Oak over on KMA-FM, a 2-point game with 6.8 to go.
Good games all over KMA land.
Couple of good games here tonight on the air. Falcons down 3. I see if, I mean, it seems too early to foul, but
you know, they could play the foul game, put them on the line for a 1-and-1 type of deal, so you don't give up the 3. I know that's maybe more of a college strategy, but that may be something that they'll do. They'll do here. They've been fouling quite a bit down the stretch.
Krause gets it into McGrew. We're under 10 seconds. McGrew, he's wrapped up, and he'll go and shoot a 1-and-1. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Colin Lilly does commit his 4th, though. I mean, that's one thing to. That's only his 3rd. That's the scoreboard says the 3rd. Maybe that was my extra foul from earlier in this game. Davis McGrew, only 44.2% free throw shooter, and these are both very, very clutch free throw situations. The first things first here. Can he get another shot? He can. It hits the, what do you call that back there? The back of the rim and just sits and goes down. And now at 46-44, 7.4.
Let's call that the heel.
It's another full timeout. The heel, there you go. That was a 30-second timeout. He said full. I'm not going to leave. I'm going to stay right here. It is a full timeout, it looks like. He doesn't have his team sitting on the bench, though. All right, so 7.4. You think you missed this on purpose, or what do you think? Do they have a timeout left? We don't know for sure. I would guess not.
I'm not over there, but if I'm over there, the whole thing I'm saying in the huddle is after he makes this.
Yeah.
You just keep saying after he makes this, we got to foul right away. And then worst case scenario, you still need a 3 anyways, and you'll have about 5 seconds to get it down the floor. But that's got to be the message after he makes this. You just got to keep saying that over and over.
So you're not missing this on purpose?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you do. You got 2 guys down there right away to grab the fouls.
They have West on the bench right now. He'd be a big offensive rebound. He does have the 4 fouls. They've brought in Jared Gentz, who has the long arms as well, for a potential miss. Davis McGrew got the heel free throw a moment ago. Now he has the basketball. He's going to try to bring his team back within 1 with 7.4 on the clock. His free throw is no good. Fight for the board. Dan McGrath got it and then was wrapped up immediately.
And McGrath had a big night on the boards.
Yes.
He can put it away with 2 free throws.
Well, Dan McGrath, 16 rebounds in this game. So he went from McGrew to McGrath, and McGrath is only a 38.5% free throw shooter. Not a lot of free throw attempts, though. 5 for 13 this year. This is 2 shots for Dan McGrath. Takes a little more pressure off you because you know you'll get a second one. His free throw is good. Wow. Nothing but net, Dan McGrath.
Did not look like a 38% shooter there. But now this becomes, I mean, essentially the ball game. You get down by 4 points, 6 seconds left. It makes it awfully tough.
Yep. Free throw coming up. And no timeouts either. It rattles in. McGrath goes 2 for 2. And he'll likely give St. Albert the win. 48-44. Here's a 3 for Krause. It's no good. Rebound Lennon. The clock runs out. It's a St. Albert victory. They hang on with a 48-44 win and advance to a sub-state final on Saturday night. Stay tuned. We'll wrap things up next.
And coaches. I want to thank both teams for this hard-fought battle. Great job, players and coaches. We'll now present the medals to the Class 1A District 14 champions. St. Albert Falcons. We'll also go ahead and present the game ball to the district champions. Congratulations. We are pretty sure they will be playing Grandview Christian.
Well, a 48-44 final here as St. Albert gets the victory. They enter this fourth period. St. Albert was on top by 4, right, going into the fourth period. They're up 6 going into the fourth period. No, it was 4. They added, and they went into the stall ball. A 4-point game going to the fourth. And they go to the stall ball, which kind of came out of nowhere to me anyway. And that's why they won the game. It's kind of the stall ball, the layups, and nothing but layups, right?
Yeah, when you can shrink the game, it's kind of that old, you got to have the ball to score the ball type of deal. And St. Albert, credit to them, they changed up their game plan a little bit. Instead of that getting out and running and gunning, it was let's make East Mills defend and let's make them make a mistake. And credit to St. Albert, they were able to hang on.
Well, we had a good game. Ryan Matheny just tweeted here a moment ago. Hunter Gillen for Red Oak banks in a 3 at the buzzer to force overtime. So Red Oak trainer going into OT over on KMA-FM. St. Albert gets the victory here, 48-44. It was 7-6 after 1. It was 21-21 at the half, and there were just so many fouls. It's like with this, there's just too many foul calls, and there were a lot of little bumps, little nickel dimers, as Bill Raftery might say. And then we get in the second half, and it's free-flowing ball, and the whistles go silent, and it was a fun second half. It was a fun first half, too, but a fun second half, back and forth. East Mills almost, they get in a position there where they have the ball down 1, but Carter White, block shot, steal, makes 2 free throws, and then eventually Dan McGrath finishes it when East Mills goes 1 out of 2 from the line. McGrath goes to the line, makes 2, and how about McGrath? Guy, like we said, 30-some% free throw shooter, grabbing all the rebounds. Maybe he did have 7 points, so he had layups that he made, but how big was he there at the end, making those shots, obviously?
He was fantastic. McGrath and White put St. Albert on their back when they needed it the most. And St. Albert's a little bit more of a senior-laden team, and that senior leadership or the veteran leadership. East Mills, on the flip side, credit to them. They played very hard tonight, very well. They did the corner conference proud, and they pretty much bring everybody back. Maybe next year they run it back and they get further than they did this year, but they played a whale of a game too.
Carter White, 20 points, leads the way. He was fantastic. They got in the stall ball, and he just had the layups there that he was finishing. Colin Lilly had 10 points. Also Dan McGrath, 7 points, 16 rebounds. Chase Morton had 6 points, 5 boards. Jackson Lennon also scored 5 points. And East Mills, meanwhile, Braden West had 17 points, 11 rebounds for the double-double. Mason Krause, 14 points and 6 assists. elsewhere in that lineup. So that was 31 of the 44. Davis McGrew had 3. Lane Maston, we mentioned how good he was. He had 6 points. Zach Thornburg, Peyton Embry both scored 2 points as well. It all adds up to a 48-44 win for St. Albert. And they advance on to the sub-state final. And it looked like it was going to be Grandview Christian. I'm sure it is Grandview Christian. I'll do a quick search here on Twitter and see what we can find. It is Grandview Christian. 68-40. The Thunder beat the Madrid Tigers tonight. So Grandview Christian, St. Albert on Saturday at Dowling for a chance to go to the state tournament. St. Albert, as you said, it's very scrappy. It's hard to deal with a 6'11", 7-footer, though. Daniel Togoloba.
Yeah, they got the work cut out for them, but if they can play their game, they can make it interesting. And I mean, that's really all you want in a game like that, a win-or-go-home situation. Like, hey, they're going to do what they do. We got to do what we do. They change up their defenses if they can confuse Grandview Christian, and they got to start making some shots. It took them about 2.5 quarters to get the shots to fall tonight, but they got guys that can dribble. They got guys that can dribble, drive, and dish, and the recipe worked tonight, and they got a chance to play one more.
Yeah, the good news is they've seen Grandview Christian. They were there last year. Some of these players, not all of them, saw Grandview Christian last year, so they got an idea of what they're kind of going up against there on Saturday. Once again, the final here, St. Albert 48, East Mills 44. St. Albert moves on to 12-11 on the year. East Mills finishes their season 18-6. They don't have a lot of seniors. I believe it was one senior on the roster, reserve Keegan Porker, that's suited for the final time. Everybody back other than him next year. Everybody that scored tonight, everybody that played tonight, back next year, and certainly it'll be fun to follow that East Mills team next year. Once again, the KMA Land Agrivision Equipment Group Tournament Trail here in Clarinda tonight, brought to you by Agrivision Equipment Group, Baronado Center in Glenwood, Malvern Bank, and Lowland Properties in Malvern, Tabor, Sydney, and Shenandoah. Thanks for tuning in tonight. You've been listening to Iowa High School Tournament Trail action on KMA 960 Shenandoah. For TJ Young here in Clarinda, I'm Derek Martin for KMA Sports.
Thanks for listening tonight on KMA 960 Shenandoah for this game along the Agrivision Equipment Tournament Trail.
A wind chill advisory continues until noon tomorrow. Mainly cloudy skies tonight with lows around 1 below. Winds out of the north, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunny skies tomorrow, highs around 19. Partly cloudy tomorrow night. Chance for snow, lows dip down to about 5 above. Highs level off around 22 Thursday with a chance for snow. 27, mainly sunny skies and calm Friday. About an inch of snow Thursday through Thursday night. I'm weatherology meteorologist Laura Lockwood on KMA. Right now it's 7 above.
Thanks for listening to KMA. Time now for our regular program, already in progress.
Their responsibility.
And they knew it was happening.
And I'm talking to
computers don't run this place. People run the place. We tell the computers what to do. That's how life works. So, no, I think the general manager and you need to have a conversation. You and Chevy Regional, not customer service, need to have a conversation. And somebody needs to talk about, okay, the computer program, the diagnostics are screwed up. And based on your computer program being screwed up at the manufacturer.
Trainer still has a job to do. So this game is still either way. Everybody's going to ball. 63-60 is our score. Red blue.
Take downs. See ya.
31.5 seconds on the clock. Trainer has the ball. From the near side, the ball will come into play from the near side in the back. Shorts will put it into play. Here we go. Comes with the ball across the timeline for Trainer. Around the left side, hands off to Schwartz. For Schwartz, hands with the ball. They run under for 3. It's good. 19 seconds ago, Runners tied up at 63. Bergman with the ball. 15 seconds.
Remember that that foul will be one timeout.
Red 11 seconds on the clock.
Big money shot like that in Rucker. We have seen both teams hit massive pressure shots in. I don't know about this game, but this one is that's what the formation is.
This is late
63 all. We let it fall in bounds. We're taking a foul and go 1-on-1. What's the closest they have to shoot? Let's get the last shot here.
The gym's alive here.
Well, it's a long ball. But I'm thinking we're going to get the ball and bounce. Prefer that we can let Barry at the top of the point. We're going to get the option of drive or kick. You got Max in the lead. You got Dave down low. Crash the boards. Usually, in game situations, refs let it go. And once you see that battle on the boards, it can be kind of smart there. The ball doesn't go in. So main thing to hire is inbound this ball, secure the inbounds. That's what you want to do. You're not looking to turnover here, running inbounds. Here we go. That's the reason we take inbounds for Pirates.
Near side, the Breeze will put it in the 24 row. Comes back to Berger.
Berger now with the ball.
10 seconds. Berger with the ball. 8 seconds. Top of key. Berger 6 seconds. In the lane he goes and puts it up off the glass. That's good for 2. Good shot. Tigers win at 65-63. The Tigers win. Baylor Berger hits a last second shot in the lane. The Tigers win 65-63.
Red Oak Tigers
in overtime.
Red Oak Tigers are District 16 champions, and they advance on to the sub-state game against the winner of Van Meter Panorama. Red Oak Tigers get it done in overtime here.
What a ball game. We knew it was going to be a good ball game. But goodness gracious.
Another given shot will go down and Red Oak Roar air a three-pointer with no time left on the clock. A bank from 35 feet that went in. And the Tigers take care of business in overtime.
Wow.
Good for the Red Oak Tigers.
We're going to take a break, catch our breath, and we will be back after these messages.